the deterioration is occurring. This one is by far the worst spot. That is getting there. That would be the north side of the tower here, but the rest of them honestly look pretty good. It's just deteriorating. You'll see as I put my finger on this stuff, it's just dust. It just falls right off. And that's what's happening to our bricks down here as well. It's just falling right off. I'm not even pushing. I mean, it's just dust. This is where we want him to replace a lot of this brick here. It's not good for sure. Not good for sure.
Psalm 61, verses 1 through 4, puts it this way. Hear my cry, O God. Listen to my prayer. From the ends of the earth I call to you. I call as my heart grows faint. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For you have been my refuge, a strong tower against the foe. I long to dwell in your tent forever and take refuge in the shelter of your wings. Isn't that a beautiful song? It ever expresses the joy and the assurance and the comfort that we have in God's richest blessings. And God has blessed us richly as a congregation for 154 years. But not only blessed us here at St. Peter's, He's blessed His people, His church, throughout generations. People have been able to worship the Lord, to come and to hear His word and receive His blessings, gifts, in His sacraments, that we might be ever strengthened in the assurance that He truly is our refuge, our strong tower. He is our refuge in the greatest way in Jesus, isn't He? That through His life, through His death, and through His resurrection, we, as God's people, receive His forgiveness and life and salvation. And also we're strengthened to hear His word and receive His gifts, to go out and tell the world of that wonderful message of Jesus and His love. When you think about that psalm, David was fleeing from Absalom, his son, who was trying to usurp the throne, and God was his strong tower. He wasn't able to come to the temple to worship the Lord, and we know about that a little bit, don't we? Over this past year, and even in ages past, in 1918, we had the Spanish flu where people couldn't come, and how they yearned to come to the house of the Lord and to receive His gifts. Thanks be to God we can, and will continue to be able to do so with the blessing and mercy and grace of God. And in thankfulness to our great and gracious God, we have a wonderful opportunity in which we can strengthen the towers of His home, His house, His church, in thanks and praise to Him, that we might continue to be fueled, strengthened in faith, and empowered in His love, that we can go out to the world and continue to share the blessings of His love. And I ask that you prayerfully consider supporting this wonderful project, our Strong Tower Project, in which we can strengthen the towers of God's house in praise and thanks to Him, that people now and in generations to come may continue to know God as our and their strong tower, and that many more may be brought into His kingdom. May you prayerfully consider sharing and supporting this wonderful project in the furtherance of His kingdom, and in thankfulness to our great and gracious God, who is our strong tower now and always.